All right, so today's guest and high scorer, Mr. Cracker's up to graph. Yeah, buddy. Also, one of the only 2-0 teams, along with yours truly. Ben, congratulations. You're a 2-0 as well. And Ken. Good job, Ken.
Now, yeah, but it's expected from me.
On the nice. On the opposite side of that, we have the only one on the call that was brave enough to show up. That's 0-2. Michael, thank you. Thank you for coming and taking your medicine. Yeah, and Patrick, and looks like Will, and somebody else is 0-2 as well. Who else is 0-2? Oh yeah, Tony's 0-2. Jason was our high scorer as well. Obviously, that's why he's joining us this week. Low scorer. Mr. O'Lear. Sorry, buddy. We're gonna spin the wheel of punishment for you later.
I've got a punishment to add to that later.
Nope. Is Sally involved?
No. That's later's wheel. We got a different wheel upstairs for that.
Okay.
You're probably gonna hang the Iowa flag outside your house.
Oh. Yeah, can't have that.
That would burn it.
The high scorer by position was Aaron Jones, who is owned by Dick Von Wickens. Yeah, who is not joining us again. But hopefully he'll watch this recording. Bad week for injuries, huh? Tony was on the bad end of probably the worst one with Saquon going out for the year. Ken, you had some bad luck with CMC. I don't know how many. Have you heard how many weeks that one is?
They're saying 4 to 6, but who knows?
Yeah, Mike's already felt the injury bug with.
That's right. I got Jamel Williams to cover for him.
Oh, that's almost 1-for-1 right there. Mike's felt the injury bug a little bit too, haven't you, Mike?
Yeah, well, Cortland Sutton didn't play a game this year. He's out for the season now.
Yeah,
and he was my number 2 receiver.
Number 1 pick out for a while too.
My number 1 receiver is out about the same time as McCaffrey.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a rough one. I think. I don't know if COVID plays into this, but these guys are dropping like flies. Just hope you stay healthy. You might be there at the end.
Go Pack, go.
Yeah, right. Well, let's get into the games. First game was your game. You versus Clancy Wiggum, which is Michael there. You have a pretty strong team, I have to say. Your one weakness is, who would have ever thought, 3 or 4 years ago, you'd say Gronk is your weakness.
Talking about that.
I mean, it was a chance, kind of like me taking Brady. You're taking a chance on a guy that's 52 years old and has had 12 back surgeries. So he got you 0.
Gronk was a very, very bad choice. I am in the market for a tight end, so nobody put up any bids because I'm going to get one, so thank you.
I've got 2 good ones, Jason. What do you have to offer?
Nothing. Maybe some cookies?
I'll keep them then.
And, Mike, I was looking through your team, and actually it's not bad. It's a hell of a lot better than previous years anyway. You just had really, really awful luck. I think if you get, New Orleans receiver back, who will remain nameless, who you drafted by accident, you could end up having maybe a 4-win year.
Every time Kamara caught the damn ball, I was more angry.
That's why I'm not mentioning his name.
Every year something happens.
Well done.
Doghouse versus Anderson Spear. Every year I look at Patrick's team and I think that's not that bad. No. But then he always finds a way to fuck it up. He sucks every year, and I don't get it because his team never looks that bad.
What I don't understand is Patrick looks the part. Like, he should know his stuff about football. He's a big, strong, but apparently he only knows lacrosse because he sucks at fantasy football.
Yeah. I mean,
But he's a lot bigger than me, so I'm sorry for that if you watched it.
It's pretty plain to see. You wouldn't say that if he was here. In
I
person.
probably
No,
would.
no. And what can you say about Ken? At least he wasn't high scorer, and I think we all have a shot now that Christian McCaffrey's gone down for a few weeks. Maybe we can extend that into like 6 to 8 weeks, and we can all rest easy for a while, knowing that Ken isn't going to be a high scorer every week.
Why
Yeah,
didn't I
don't count on it.
Ken, I'm curious, how much time do you spend studying for your draft?
On average, over the last 3 years, I'd say 20 minutes each year.
That's a lie.
That's probably 20 minutes more than half of our league, though.
Yes, it is. And I think you're lying.
here this year?
Hey, I knew who Jefferson was.
All right, Hawk Andy versus Skeet Spunkley. Kirk's got a really good team. I hate to say it, but I don't see any way he's not in the top 3 or 4 if he's. I didn't ask for that.
I don't think it's headed at you. I don't think it's headed at you,
I
Commish.
try to be sincere about something, and I get.
That was me spanking Olinger.
Yeah. Well, let's give Kirk a couple of weeks, and we'll see how many injuries he gets, and
Yes.
something's bound to take him out of it.
Well, that was my second part of that. Until the injuries hit, and then he'll probably, he'll be in the bottom half of it.
All these toys.
Eric, the wheels kind of fell off on you this week. I'm not really sure what happened. Lamar Jackson didn't score you 40, so that didn't help you.
No.
I have 4 simple draft recommendations for you. 1,
I'm listening.
no quarterback in the first round. You're not allowed. 2, your kicker cannot be drafted until either your last pick or your second to last pick. 3, your defense cannot be drafted until your second to last pick or your last pick. 4, you should just look at ESPN and do what they do.
Auto draft.
Auto draft.
Done it.
worked
Done it.
for
It's
you,
a good
man.
strategy.
Started off really good last year
It
with
worked.
the auto draft.
Yeah. It's kind of, it's kind of like fishing a good lure. Every once in a while, hits the bottom and drags up some weeds, right?
Ain't looking good, buddy. Ain't looking good.
All right, on to the next game. Donnie Doublestuff versus Les Wang. Les Wang got a big game from Matt Ryan, who actually totaled the same as Patrick.
Your
Mahomes.
homie.
So that was big. Anytime your quarterback can get you the same as Patrick Mahomes, and that equals the playing field there, you have a good shot. He has Miles Sanders too, who was back. That was big for him. Hurts for Donnie Doublestuff. He was actually getting a pretty good running back in Raheem Mostert this year, and he's out. Now his running backs are just god awful. I mean, listen to this.
It was all in the defense on that game.
He has Josh Jacobs, who's pretty decent, but Mostert was a second running back, and then what has he got back? He's got jeepers. Nothing. I don't know. Is Devin he's a receiver. Does he even have any backup running backs?
He might not.
Dude, you better be fishing free agency because your team is in trouble. Or you better, now's the time to, if you have an extra running back, to get Donnie Doublestuff up on the trade wire.
There you go.
He's probably desperate.
And if you could tell your quarterback to throw to Tyreek Hill in the first half, points might be more.
Freddie Fosseltwat versus Dick Von Lickens. My 2 favorite names in the whole league played each other. Also, the 2 that I think kind of look the most like their names. Ben, you kind of look like a Fosseltwat. I don't think Ben's really listening, and then he's like, "What?"
Yeah, say something so your picture comes back up, Ben. I want to see what a fuzzle twat looks like.
Urban Dictionary. You can check that out.
That's all I really have to say about that game, except Ben's 2-0, which is pretty impressive.
I kind of thought Will was going to come back. I mean, he had Drew Brees on the Monday night, and Drew only threw 1 touchdown. Not sure what
I
happened.
was a little worried about
Will's usually pretty strong in fantasy, but he's having a pretty weak year. Kind of like the next guy we'll talk about.
Do you think Will was swearing at all?
He might have been. My windows were closed. I didn't hear it.
Yeah. But Ben's, you know, you guys got a strong fantasy household there between you and Kirk.
What?
Strong fantasy household. I mean, there's. Ben's been out of it for a couple years, but he's showing the form of his first year in the league where he, beat me in the championship. Fucker. Triple C versus Max Hedstrom is the last game of the week. Save the best for last. Also notice that I got this new HD camera so you can see your commissioner in all his glory. You know I'm good. So.
It's funny, Mike's is so much clearer than yours. I can see the sweat on Mike's brow, but yours is pretty fuzzy.
Well, Mike has it right up to his face. I stepped back so you could take it all in.
Ken doesn't even have one on.
Yeah, I don't know. Ken, why is your camera not on?
Isn't that on?
No.
It's in shower mode.
Doghouse.
Anyway, while you mess with that,
There it goes.
All right, there we go.
Welcome to the party.
Let me talk about.
Oh, wrong hand.
Pull your pants up now, Ken.
Hey, shut up, Ken. God damn it.
Oh, say hi to my wife.
All right. Bye-bye. Your commissioner is 2-0. So I'd say last year I think I started out 0-4. And then the rest of the year just sucked.
You're going for a reversal this year.
Yeah, I'm going 4-0, just so everybody knows. I don't know who I play
Start
next,
strong,
but they're
then
going
suck.
to be the next victim. Pretty huge game from Kamara, 37 points, and Diggs with 29 points. And Tony really had no shot. I gave him 50. He's
2 points from Barkley helped a lot.
I mean, Barkley wasn't going to score him 50, Ken. Sorry. He, after winning the championship last year, is just, I think, spent too long on the beach and celebrating and just has not come back to form or come back in spirit either. But without Barkley, it's going to be a long road. You better hope to hit some home runs in free agency or make a good trade. That's it for the games. Let's get on to the Wheel of Punishment for Mr. Ollinger.
You want something good?
All right, let's see if we can maneuver this so everybody can see this bad boy.
The battle from bottom score was pretty intriguing this last week.
It was, Eric, you almost came back because Waller had a huge game.
Oh my gosh! If they had
teams
go ahead.
with like 2 points apart at the bottom.
Yep.
Hey,
and
so was the battle for high score was just as close.
Yeah.
Was it? They're like, I swore Waller, if they hadn't had that turnover on not the last drive, but the second to last drive, he would have easily put up the points.
Yeah. Well, they were just keeping it on the ground and running the clock out, unfortunately for you.
Yeah, New Orleans couldn't stop them.
All right, Crackers. Spin away, buddy.
Hello.
Rum with crackers?
Run with crackers.
That means you're running a mile with me, buddy.
You think you can keep up with me?
I'll try. I might be on one leg, but I'll do my best.
I'll let you use my GoPro so we know it happened.
I mean, you can take a bike if you have to.
All right. Next week, you're going to be deadlifting with Eric.
Oh, I like it. Can we add that?
Let's add that one.
I don't like
I
the
like that
sounds
one.
of that.
I like
No.
that one. But
Don't
this
worry.
couldn't have played out any more
365 looks good on the bar.
This is everything I could have ever hoped for tonight with the wheel of punishment. So, thank you.
Do we have to video this?
That little weight I added to the back really worked.
It did work. I feel like this might look like the Rocky 3 video running down the beach.
Did I add the Speedo? It's in really small print in Speedo.
Speedo. I thought you would have said like reindeer ears or something like that.
Totally get kicked out of this town. Sorry, man. I didn't even mean that.
Mike, before I forget, thank you for the cookies. They were delicious. My kids loved them as well. They actually saved me one.
They're
So
from the
I
boss.
taste one, but they were fantastic.
They were excellent.
Thanks to your lovely wife for those.
Thanks, Lindy.
They were very good.
Yes, I enjoyed them immensely.
All right. Any final words before we conclude this week number 2 BMFL recap?
Week number 3 is my first win. So too bad for whoever's up against me. Is it you, Kirk?
No, I'm just saying you ain't gonna win.
It's gonna be.
I week.
Mike, just go like this.
Week 3.
Rain on. Hey.
Oh, let's see. You play Donnie Double Stuffed, Mike.
Who is that?
That would be Steve.
Okay.
It is Eric versus Ben. Jason versus Ken. Kirk versus Tony.
Yes.
And Patrick versus Zach. And your commissioner versus Will. So there you go.
All right. Good luck, Ken.
Yeah. We'll see
Yeah, you
everybody
too,
next week. Thanks, guys.
See you all.
Who'd you lose this week?
What?
Who did Jason lose for injury?
Nobody.
Damn it.
Might lose Gronkowski because he sucks, but
Well, yeah, I would get rid of him immediately.
I'll trade you for Peterson.
I got Giuseppe sitting on the bench.